Yeah, it seems to be a gap down, and of course, with the handover with what the US markets and many of the global markets have given, I think even if you open 200 points or negative less than 1%, that will still be considered as a much more relatively strong opening for the indices. Yes, of course, we are now dwindling back into that range of 23,400 as a key support for the index. What would I think we need to see on the short-term charts is the gap which was filled, or the rise which you've seen of this 1,800 odd points for the index, and the midpoint of that gap. That I think could probably act as a major support. We are also nearing potentially, I think, with this 200 odd point gap down, we could be nearing the 50-day moving average for the Nifty as well on the short-term chart. So I think we are in for a bit of a challenge on the short-term basis, but I don't see this as a major reversal of the trends unless you see something quite dramatic which comes out tomorrow. So I think my sense is that this dip should be bought into, and I think 23,000 to 23,200 to 400 range could be considered as good support for index traders to go long.
Okay, so Kunal, what would be your stock buys given that the small and mid caps didn't participate as much or rebound as much last week? It was mostly the large caps.
Yeah, it's mostly the large cap names, and I think that's how the trends are. First, you see the large cap names moving up higher, then you see a bit of a correction consolidation. The mid caps and small caps, they tend to pick up pace. But I'll pick up two buy calls. The first one is a buy on BEL, something which has been doing exceptionally well over the last 2.5 odd months, from levels closer to 240 to 50 odd mark, which was the near term bottom for BEL, towards a point where the stock is now above the 200 DMA, around the 300 plus mark. So would look out for targets in the range of 315. Stop loss could be kept at 292. And Bajaj Housing Finance is something which is start to look attractive on the short term charts, especially after last week's 5-10% up move on a single day. The volumes have started to look very interestingly on the positive side for Bajaj Housing Finance. So expecting the stock to make a strong comeback. Buy with a target of 131. Stop us at 117.